Good morning, students. Welcome to the Natural Products class. This is Chandravati. You are learning about terpenoids. The content for this class is farnesol. Farnesol. In this class, you are learning about farnesol occurrence and farnesol uses. Farnesol structural elucidation and farnesol synthesis. So, you are learning about farnesol in this class. In the previous classes, you are learning about classification of terpenoids, isolation of terpenoids, general methods of structural elucidation of terpenoids, isoprene rule and isoprene rule. So, you are learning about basics and isolation of terpenoids. In this class, you are learning about farnesol. Farnesol is an terpenoid. Farnesol is an terpenoid. The structure of farnesol is this. So, farnesol does not contain any ring. So, farnesol is an acyclic terpenoid. So, occurrence and uses. Farnesol present in many essential oils like lemongrass, rose, amaranth seeds and balsam. So, many of the essential oils contain farnesol. Farnesol is first isolated from amaranth seeds. It is used in the perfume industry because it have a pleasant smell. Due to this pleasant smell, it is used in the perfume industry and it is used in cosmetics and personal care products. It is the starting material for the synthesis of many natural and synthetic products. That means by taking farnesol as substrate, we can prepare many organic compounds. Next, structural elucidation of farnesol. Structural elucidation of farnesol. How do we determine the structure of farnesol? At the time of isolation of farnesol, the spectroscopic techniques are not developed. So, the structure of farnesol is determined by classical methods. To understand this structural elucidation easily, just observe the structure of farnesol. Okay, we should observe the structure of farnesol. So, farnesol is an acyclic compound. It does not have any rings. So, it is an acyclic compound and it have three double bonds. It have three double bonds and that means it is an unsaturated compound and it have three double bonds. And another one is it have one hydroxy group in the form of primary alcohol. It have one hydroxy group in the form of primary alcoholic group. So, let us understand how do we determine these functions. For any compound to determine the structure, the first need is molecular formula. So, you must know about the molecular formula. From qualitative analysis and quantitative analysis, it is known that the molecular formula of farnesol is C15H26O. The molecular formula of farnesol is C15H26O. That means farnesol contains 15 carbon atoms, 26 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Okay, so the boiling point of farnesol is 120 degrees centigrade. it have 15 carbon atoms. So it is a sesquiterpenoid. It is a sesquiterpenoid. Next, presence of 3 double bonds. How do we determine the presence of double bonds? Farnesol on treatment with bromine forms hexabromopharnesol. Farnesol on treatment with bromine, it forms hexabromopharnesol. That means it reacts with 3 moles of bromine. It indicates the presence of 3 double bonds. So in this reaction we know that 2 things. The first thing is farnesol is an unsaturated compound because it undergo addition reaction. So farnesol is an unsaturated compound. And the second thing is it reacts with 3 moles of bromine. So it indicates the presence of 3 double bonds. Presence of hydroxy group. Presence of hydroxy group. It is identified by reaction with acetic anhydride. It is identified with acetic anhydride. When farnesol reacts with acetic anhydride, it forms a monoacetyl derivative by replacement of 1 H plus ion. Farnesol on treatment with acetic anhydride forms monoacetyl derivative. So here the acylation indicates the presence of hydroxy group and the monoacetyl derivative represents the presence of 1 hydroxy group. So in this from this reaction we know that farnesol contains a hydroxy group. Farnesol contains a hydroxy group. The next question is, if farnesol contains hydroxy group, what is the nature of that hydroxy group? Okay, what is the nature of that hydroxy group? That means whether it may be primary or secondary or tertiary. So it is identified by oxidation. It is identified by oxidation. When farnesol oxidized with chromic acid, it forms farnesol. When farnesol is treated with chromic acid, that means oxidation, it forms farnesol. The formation of aldehyde and the number of carbons in the starting farnesol and the product farnesol indicates that it is a primary hydroxy group. That means the hydroxy group present in farnesol is a primary one. To determine the skeleton structure of farnesol, farnesol can be treated with a series of reagents. That is, the series is as follows. When farnesol is oxidized with chromic acid, when farnesol is oxidized with chromic acid, it forms an aldehyde with same number of carbon atoms as in farnesol. It forms a aldehyde with same number of carbon atoms as in farnesol. The farnesol on reaction with hydroxylamine, it forms a oxime derivative. Farnesol on treatment with hydroxylamine, it forms a oxime derivative by the loss of water molecule, which is also contains same number of carbon atoms as in farnesol. This enzyme on dehydration with acetic anhydride forms cyanide. The enzyme, when treated with acetic anhydride, undergo dehydration to form a cyanide derivative. This cyanide on hydrolysis in presence of base forms two products. This cyanide on hydrolysis in presence of base forms two products. The two products are farnesenic acid and geranyl ketone. Farnesenic acid and geranyl ketone. That means the cyanide on hydrolysis forms a carboxylic acid and a ketone. A carboxylic acid and a ketone. The carboxylic acid, farnesenic acid, contains 15 carbon atoms as in the farnesol, but the geranyl ketone contains only 13 carbons. That means to form geranyl ketone, the cyanide ion derivative must loses 2 carbon atoms. At that time, the geranyl ketone structure is already known. So the structure of geranyl ketone is already known for that time. So to get this geranyl ketone, we guess that what is the structure of farnesol. This is the structure of geranyl ketone. Geranyl ketone. So to get geranyl ketone, the cyanide ion is in the form of this structure. So if the cyanide is in the form of this structure, the oxime derivative must be in this structure, and the farnesol is like this and farnesol is like this. So finally, if we get geranyl ketone, geranyl ketone contains 2 carbons less than that of farnesol. So if farnesol is in the form of this structure, then only it forms geranyl ketone in the series of reactions. So let us understand the series of reactions. If farnesol is like this, it contains a primary alcoholic group at here. This primary alcoholic group on oxidation converted into aldehyde group without loss of carbon atoms from farnesol. This on treatment with hydroxylamine, it loses a water molecule and forms a oxime derivative. By the loss of water molecule, it forms a oxime derivative with same number of carbon atoms as in farnesol. So this on treatment with acetic anhydride, it loses a molecule of water because acetic anhydride is acts as an dehydrating agent at here. So it absorbs a water molecule from oxime derivative. So by the loss of water molecule, the oxime derivative can be converted into cyanide derivative, which on basic hydrolysis forms a carboxylic acid, farnesenic acid, and a ketone by geranyl ketone by the loss of 2 carbon atoms. forms a ketone, geranyl ketone, by the loss of 2 carbon atoms from this. Okay, so the structure of farnesol must be like this. Okay, then only we get geranyl ketone. The structure of farnesol is further confirmed by the structure of nerolidol. This is nerolidol. Nerolidol structure is also known for that time. This nerolidol on treatment with acid undergo rearrangement to form farnesol. The difference between nerolidol and farnesol is just the position of hydroxy group. Okay, so just the difference is the position of hydroxy group. So nerolidol just on rearrangement forms farnesol. So this reaction further confirms the structure of farnesol. From the series of chemical reactions, it is known that the structure of farnesol is this. To confirm this structure for farnesol, we must synthesize the farnesol artificially and compare the properties of natural farnesol and prepared farnesol. Whenever these properties are absolutely same, then only the structure of farnesol is confirmed. So our target is to prepare farnesol with this structure. To confirm any structure of the compound, the synthesis is must. So we must synthesize the compound. So synthesis of farnesol is now discussed. Synthesis of farnesol. It is done by Ise-Corre. Synthesis of farnesol is done by Ise-Corre. The starting material for this is geranyl ketone. Starting material is geranyl ketone. By taking geranyl ketone as starting material, we prepare the farnesol. Geranyl ketone as taking in the form of substrate, we can prepare farnesol. So this is geranyl ketone. This is an ketone. It contains a carbonyl group with 2 alkyl groups. So it is an ketone. Which on treatment with phosphorus pentachloride, it forms a dichloro compound. Which on treatment with phosphorus pentachloride, it forms a dichloro derivative. This dichloro derivative on treatment with strong base like sodamide NaNH2, it reacts with 3 moles of sodamide and forms a alkyne with carbanion. This dichloro derivative on reacts with sodamide forms a alkyne with a carbanion. So the alkyne formed is in the form of carbanion. Which on treatment with formaldehyde, which on treatment with formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is an electron deficient compound because the carbon is attached to oxygen with double bond in formaldehyde. So this carbon in formaldehyde is electron deficient center. So the carbanion in farnesol donates the pair of electrons to this carbon atom and forms a bond with the carbonyl formaldehyde. As a result, the carbonyl oxygen can be converted into hydroxy group. As a result, the carbonyl group is converted into the form of hydroxy group. So, the alkane can be converted into a unsaturated alcohol. Which on treatment with lithium aluminum hydride? Lithium aluminum hydride is an reducing agent which produces hydride ion, H minus ion. So this is an reducing agent. So the alcohol, when treated with lithium aluminum hydride, it can be converted into allyl alcohol. It can be converted into the form of allyl alcohol. So the next aim is the replacement of hydrogen at here with methyl group. So if we replace this hydrogen with methyl group, it is farnesol. So the next our aim is to replace the hydrogen with methyl group. It is done by two reactions. First of all, the hydrogen is replaced by iodine by treatment with iodine molecule. The hydrogen is replaced by iodine by the reaction with iodine molecule, because the methyl group is not substituted directly in the place of hydrogen. So the methyl group must be replaced indirectly. To done this, we must replace the hydrogen with a good leaving group, so that we react this alcohol with iodine molecule in the first step. Then the hydrogen is replaced by iodine. The allyl hydrogen is replaced by iodine. If it reacts with methyl copper lithium, an organometallic compound, methyl copper lithium, which produces a methyl carbanion, that means the methyl group comes out as in the form of carbanion. So it is a nucleophilic substitution reaction. So here also the substrate must contain a leaving group, good leaving group. So when we treat with this substrate with methyl copper lithium, the methyl group replaces iodine in the form of nucleophile. Then we get this farnesol. What we do in this synthesis? The first step is treatment of geranyl ketone with phosphorus pentachloride to form a dichloro derivative by the loss of phosphonyl chloride. This dichloro derivative on treatment with sodamide forms a alkyne with carbanion. This carbanion on treatment with formaldehyde forms an unsaturated alcohol. Which on treatment with lithium aluminum hydride, the triple bond can be reduced to double bond. Next, the unsaturated alcohol on treatment with iodine, the vinyl hydrogen is replaced by iodine. Then, which on treatment with methyl copper lithium, the iodine is replaced by methyl carbanion and forms farnesol. This is the synthesis of farnesol. This is about farnesol occurrence, uses, structural elucidation and synthesis. So now you write an assignment for this class. Write the products of farnesol when reacted with bromine, acetic anhydride and chromic acid. So you write the products when farnesol is reacts with bromine, acetic anhydride and chromic acid. So write the three reactions by using farnesol structure. And the next question is write the synthesis of farnesol.